Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so pumped about today's video. I finally get to show you guys the renovation that we did for Alex's parents, my in-laws, and I think it turned out so good, so I'm so excited to show you guys. I mean, the before and after is just crazy. It doesn't even look like the same place. So a little backstory on why we decided to do this renovation for them. You know, they had talked about fixing up their place, you know, in conversation they had brought it up, but they had never really decided on, you know, what they were going to do, and it was just talk. So we decided that it would be a really great opportunity to surprise them with a renovation, and basically just to thank them for all of their help that they had given us while I was pregnant and with baby Levi. I mean, they help us out a lot. Both sets of parents help us out so much with the baby because our schedules are just super busy with school and with work, but they have been just so helpful. And so we were like, let's do this renovation for them as a gift, as a thank you gift. And so we did. So last summer, Alex started taking pictures of all of the living room and the kitchen, which are the only rooms that we actually renovated. So this was like a renovation on a budget. And so yeah, he started taking pictures of the upstairs just so that we can kind of get an idea of what we wanted to fix and what we wanted to do, but still keep it within our budget. And then because of COVID, we weren't really sure if they were going to be traveling this winter to Guatemala. So they go to Guatemala during the winter time to escape the winter, which is super smart, and I wish I could do that, but they're fortunate enough to do that, and we just thought that would be a good time to do this renovation because they're gone for a couple of months at a time. I mean, it was perfect. So they actually did end up going this year, so we followed through with our original plan of renovating when they went to Guatemala. I don't know. What? I love you. Oh my. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. He's so dramatic. I cannot. I'll show you guys his faces that he makes right now. But anyways, I love you. Where was I? Okay. So, like I mentioned, this renovation, we did it on a budget. It was a low budget. We didn't like break the bank here to do this renovation, but we did get them new appliances. I mean, everything was like brand new. But I'm so excited about this video because when it comes to interior design and just like interior stuff, interior decorating and things like that, that is my jam. So this was really fun for me because this was like the first big project that I had. I mean, I decorate my own home, and you know, I do things here in my house where I'm like, oh, like this looks really cool, like just using my, you know, design skills in here. So this was really exciting for me to finally be able to use it in another place. So I kind of came up with the whole plan, you know, color schemes and all of that good stuff. And then, you know, Alex, you know, gave his, you know, opinions too. He was the one who decided on the lighting that we did, and he kind of chose, like, I gave him the design, I gave him the shell, I was like, this is what I want it to look like, and he looked for like the most affordable options for like flooring, for the furniture, for the appliances. You know, he did that. He did his thing with staying within budget, because if it was up to me, I would have been like, you know what, we're gonna spend $10K on this and we're gonna get top of the line things, but that's how we balance each other out. So it was good to have, you know, his financial strategy with this renovation. He kept us within budget, and I just gave him my creativity to use, to go off of when buying the things that he had to buy for the renovation. So we do have before pictures of the living room and the kitchen, and then I didn't get much video of the demo. We have pictures of all of that, but I just felt kind of awkward getting video of people working, and that was just kind of awkward for me. So I did get lots of pictures of that, and then of the after, the final reveal, I did get video of that because I was finally by myself and I felt comfortable filming all of that. But I'm going to be talking over the pictures just to kind of explain the before, the demolition, the work that we did, and why we did what we did, and then the after. It's just the video that I took. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. You guys are going to be absolutely shocked with the before and after. I mean, it's going to look like a completely different space. When they got home, they were like, where are we? This doesn't even like feel like we're at home anymore. Like, obviously they're home, and they were really happy about it, but they were just like, this is just a completely different space. It just doesn't, it almost feels like you're walking into a different house. So without further ado, let's get started with those pictures. So the first pictures you're seeing are pictures of the kitchen, and as you can see, there's not much light in here. There was a little light over the stove there and something over the sink, outdated appliances, just needed new paint, new flooring. And we're going to be moving into the living room, and in here, as you can see in the ceiling, there's literally no lights, outdated furniture, just very neutral colors, and the only light source available is from that light strip that you see on the right corner. Insane. So now we're moving on to demo. Really the only thing we demoed was the ceiling. We wanted to change it out, and we needed to in order to install the recessed lighting. But when we went in there, we realized how flimsy the support beams were, so we had to reinforce those with 2x4s. And we actually added 8 fixtures total in the living room, which is a lot of light. And then we also added 2 fixtures in this little hallway, and then we added 4 total in the kitchen, so there's a lot more light in the living room and the kitchen now. And we took out the old cabinet, the kitchen cabinets. We were going to replace those with brand new ones, and some electrical changes were made, like switches were moved around just to put them in places where it made a little more sense. As you can see, the colors in the kitchen, we wanted to change that out, that bright yellow. We wanted to change it into something a little more neutral. And moving on to putting it all back together. So the drywall went in after everything was reinforced, and they taped everything up, and they were sanding everything. I wasn't up here for this because it was just super messy for this part, but basically what they did was they added all of the drywall in the kitchen and the living room. They primed it, and the lights were put back into place. And like I mentioned before, some of the electrical was moved around, so there are some patches on the walls as well. And we patched where the other cabinets were so that we can put the new ones in. So little side note, after we had put in the drywall and reinforced everything with the 2x4s, we realized that the ceiling actually went up by like 2 or 3 inches. That is insane. We were really concerned as to how that was even being held up. But here is the living room after the drywall went in, and everything was primed in the ceiling. Look how much brighter everything looks. The flooring was going next, so the floor guys came in the next couple of days and put the floor in. And I'm just showing you guys like the colors of the wall, the stairs, everything, how it looked before, so you guys can get a good feel for the after. And now we started painting the cabinets in the kitchen, and we put the new kitchen cabinets up top. So we decided to go with a funky blue, and we added a new window there. We started painting, as you can see, and then flooring in the kitchen went in, and then we started in the living room, and also in the living room they added this awesome granite countertop for her plants. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the big reveal. Okay, you guys, here is the big reveal. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, come on. I know. It's shocking. Let me close this door, and then I'm gonna show you guys from different corners of the apartment. I am obsessed with how this turned out. It looks so good. It looks like a brand new space. Like, it doesn't even look like their apartment. Like, it looks so much bigger. Doesn't this look amazing? I'm like obsessed. I said that like 20,000 times, but I would come up here sometimes just to like look at everything because it just turned out so nice. So here, before in the picture, you guys saw the brown shelf where she had all of the precious moments in and all her porcelain dolls. And we bought this new shelf, which I think was a little more modern, but it was still like something nice where you can display them and you can see all of them. And I actually edited their wedding photo, and I removed some water stain marks that were on there, and I just like fixed some, you know, things that were like the picture had been damaged by water, so I like fixed it all up, and it looks like a brand new picture. It just looks so good. So I thrifted some of these things, and then some of these things I obviously bought at a store, but I really like how the eucalyptus branch looks there. I wanted to put pampas grass, pampas, but I actually think this looks a lot better. Just because I feel like the grass would have been like too neutral. This green kind of livens it up a little bit. And these are the finished stairs. Alex actually didn't want to paint these at first. So you guys remember that brown that they were, but like if you looked at this whole space and if we had kept this brown, it just would have like stuck out so much. Like it would have been just an eyesore, I think. So I'm really glad that he agreed and painted these because he did it himself. Because I had told him, I was like, you know what, I'll do it. Like, if you don't want to paint them, I'll paint them. But I'm glad that he did it, and they turned out really, really nice. This was with some extra paint that we had here. Like, we didn't even go out and buy anything. But I definitely wanted, like, a darker color, like a darker gray, just so that there wasn't so much, like, light gray and white in here. And by far, this is my favorite part of the remodel or the renovation. This like portrait wall of pictures of the family. I think this is what gives it that home touch, like that homey touch. It just ties it all together. Like, sure, this looks all staged and nice. Like, this is almost like something you would see like in those apartments when you go to look at, you know, apartments or whatever, and they show you like the sample room. But this just makes it home, I think. I love this. Okay, so over here where she has all of her little plants and stuff, we added a granite countertop, or Alex's uncle actually hooked us up with this, and it's so beautiful. Like, it adds such a nice detail to this. Like, it makes it look so nice and clean and new. So yeah, this is the living room, guys. What do you think? I love it. And I'm really nervous for them to see it. I know it looks really nice, but like it's gonna be like a shock for them, I think, like seeing all of this, like, because it looks completely different. I almost forgot to point out, like, we added recessed lighting because, like I mentioned before, the only light was the light that was right here. And so we added all of this recessed lighting. There's 8 lights in here, which is like a lot of light. But when they were fixing this like ceiling to add the lights, they actually took the ceiling up like 3 inches because it was like drooping. Like, the house is pretty old, but those beams that were supporting the old ceiling were like completely done. So they were starting to droop, and like it was almost like in the shape of a U here. So it like lifted up the ceiling, and now the room just looks so much bigger. So that is it for the living room. Let's move on to the kitchen. Okay, we're moving on into the kitchen. Here we changed the curtains that were here. They were like folding curtains that you would pull to the side. But I feel like this is so much easier to just maneuver and open. And we added these hooks as well so that, you know, you can very easily hook this up. So you can have access to the laundry machine and the dryer. And this is the kitchen. I love this blue that we went with. And I believe this frame is from Guatemala. This was here before, and we both agreed that it would add a nice pop of color as well, and it kind of ties the room together. So it's not just like blue, white, and gray. Like, this adds color and it adds life to it. But let's talk about these blue cabinets. I was a little skeptical at first. Like I said, I was super afraid of straying away from my neutral colors, and this just kind of proved my point. Like, I need to step away from my comfort zone because these look awesome. Like, I love this so much. We got new cabinets up top. We added all new hardware here, the little handles and stuff. They added a new window here. It's a brand new window. We didn't change out the table just because we were already really over budget, which was something that I was upset about because I'm a perfectionist and I wanted something that would go with the entire room, but it is what it is. They still have their table, and of course we added fresh flowers just for a nice little welcome home detail. And then we added this like command strip key holder, and we got them new appliances. So we got them a new stove, an oven, and a new fridge, which is ginormous. Like, this fridge is giant. I feel like this doesn't do it any justice here on camera, but it's so huge. And I'm so certain my mother-in-law is going to be really happy about this new oven and stove because I don't know, I vaguely remember her mentioning she wanted a new one, so she's going to be excited about this. But the part that I think is going to like blow them away is that this like griddle here in the middle is like ready to go for the tortillas. Like, they don't need to put a comal or anything like that. Like, it's already there for you. So that is awesome. And then my mother-in-law's sister, Alex's aunt, got them this air fryer because she mentioned that she wanted an air fryer, and so they gifted them that. And then we got them a new trash can. And that's pretty much it for the kitchen, you guys. I think they're gonna be blown away, but I'm really nervous to see their reactions, or like hear their reactions. I want to know what they're thinking. Like, do you like it? Do you not like it? Like, I want to know. They're gonna be here soon. So I recorded this after I came and like tidied up a little bit, cleaned everything up before they arrive. So they're gonna be here in a few hours. We're gonna have dinner, and then Alex is gonna go pick them up from the airport, and we'll see their reaction after that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so nervous. Like, I cannot. But this is it. This is the final product. Today is reveal day, and I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous. Okay, guys, let's hope this goes well. I'm sure it's gonna go well, but you can't help but be nervous because you hope that they really like it. So yeah, stay tuned.
Ay, santo Dios, mucha. ¿Qué me hicieron ustedes aquí? Padre bendito. Dios mío.
Le perdí el paso hasta acá. Santo Dios. María Santísima.
Hello.
Bueno, muchachos. ¿Qué hicieron, María Santísima?